Hi, welcome to Turn Right Machine Works. My name is Keith. Today we're doing a little bit of shop maintenance. Last week here, well, off and on, because when you start hearing noises, sometimes they'll come, they'll go, they'll come back, they'll go away. Bearing noises sometimes will do that, and it might have to do with temperature changing and things like that. And this definitely, of course, with the video camera, sometimes the sounds don't come out quite like you hear it naturally right here in the room, but we definitely have a bearing noise. And it's up in the upper roller in this Wilton unit. Now I've had this for some years and it's great service. If there was any one great tip that I would give to these type of sanders, the belts, whether it be the disc or the belt itself, zirconias, only run zirconias. If you get the aluminum oxide belts, you'll have an aluminum oxide belt and it'll track fine for about an hour, and then you start chasing it all over the place. You ever be doing something in the shop and you leave the machine running because you're just going a little bit here, a little bit there, and right back to the machine. And so turning on and off is actually a drawn out process that slows it down. And you've stepped away for a second and then it starts tracking and burning into the side of the, you know, the cover and stuff like that. The other day we pulled off the top here and took the air nozzle, blew it away, and luckily they had the bearing numbers facing out, and I ordered a pair. So let's get into it. We're going to start pulling this thing apart. You know, you can't feel a bad bearing all the time, but you know, you can definitely hear this one is, and we'll get this off of here. We'll free roll it. We'll see what we got here. We're just unscrewing the tension until we get the belt off of here. Then I think we can lift this idler roller right down out of here. And most of the time, these good quality belts here are bi-directional. They can go on either direction. And sometimes I've actually flipped one around and ran it in the opposite direction. Okay, that head just slides down into these slides right here, and then this little foot right here is adjusted with this, and that's what gives the tension up and down. And then this knob here, directing in and out, is actually pushes against the palm down here, and that's what keeps the roller at the right angle. Alright, now we can go ahead and pull the bolts apart, pull the shaft out of here. Now you can see that these bearings here are metal shielded bearings, and when I blew some air in here, all of a sudden I could feel a clink, 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 clink. So there's some things rolling around in there. Now, of course, this is nice and smooth, and this takes the belt, and this is high precision surface, and we don't want to be scratching this, okay? And we've got to get these two nuts off of here. Then there's another spanner adjustment nut in here we may have to pull to get this bearing out of here. But we're going to go ahead and take these nylocks off of here first. We've never had this apart, and we're just kind of using regular machine knowledge. We know that those are the two outside items that are holding this solid. This is a very old strap wrench. I've had this ever since I worked in the shipyards. So it's about 30 something years old, and That's pretty nice to get that off of there that easy. Okay, we're turning on that side. Alright, what I did is the socket fits on here, so I went ahead and I got another socket here. There we go. I don't know which side's going to go. Alright, this one came off over here. Alright, and that shaft is sliding right out of there. Oh, it's split. 2 pieces. Look at that. Okay, and 2 spacers inside. Alright, there's the 2 bearings that we got to replace. Yeah, they're junk. I like that. Came out easy. Okay, inside holding this bearing is a little spanner ring retainer, and it's threaded on the OD, and it has a slot in there. And I can see that there's 2, you know, they probably set it with a punch. Now we want to see how tight that is, and we want to go ahead and see if we can get it unscrewed. We have a small brass straight rod here, and we're using because we want something that's softer, and all we want to do is just give it a little hit, see if we can get that broke loose. And it's not. So what we're going to do is, this is almost 1/4 inch in that slot there. We measured across here, it's like 1/550, you know, like 1 9/16. And we're going to cut this off so that we can set that down in there, put this in a vise and a pressure wrench. We're going to unscrew that. Alright, see if we cut it. Yeah, we got it. Pretty good. Okay. Now, I want to get it in here like this. We're going to hold down. We got it in a vise. We had to shock it with our punch there again, and got it loosened up. And that bearing is crunchy, and I'm glad both of the bearings there, these are made in Taiwan. I've been running this machine for at least 6 years, 7 years I think I've had it, so you know, we're putting the first set of bearings back into this thing. Alright, now what we're putting in there is a rubber seal, and these are Nachi bearings. They're made in Japan, and they feel good. I think they're a better grade of bearing for sure. Alright. Okay, she locked back in there, and now we'll go back in the other room because we can assemble the rest of this all in the other room. Okay, now we can put that on from the outside there. We don't need to make this more difficult than it really is. Alright.